It's the Memphis Sports Network, WMC Memphis, WMFS HD2 Bartlett Memphis, WMFS FM and HD1 Bartlett, WMFS Memphis, ESPN 790 AM and 92.9 FM ESPN.
The views and opinions of the hosts or guests of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of the management or staff of Intercom Memphis.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me. Where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Greg Ratliff is our show producer, pushing the buttons over there, and
he's pointing fingers.
He's
too.
pointing fingers too, mostly at you. You recognize that voice if you've been watching, listening to this show. Almost been watching this show.
You know, that's what people tune in for on the first Saturday of every month.
That's right. They want to go to the website and look what these guys look like.
I gotta send you some new pictures.
Yes, you do.
New photos.
Dave Gabbert, Minister of Propaganda.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dave Gabbert.
It just seems like the other day we was doing the first Saturday show in October.
I know it.
And here's the first Saturday show.
And we went through 31 days to get here, too.
I know it.
That's just amazing. So this November the 4th, we're in November. And, of course, Gene Smith over there. I don't want to – I forgot almost. Gene is here with his temperature was 112. We got it down to 102 now.
Yeah, a lot better.
He feels a lot better. Of course, he's way over there on the other side of the room in quarantine.
I'm quarantined.
He's sitting on that bag of ice.
He is sitting on the bag of ice. That's what it – I wonder why he –
won him twice the ice this morning.
Yeah, yes. That all depends. He may Yeah, but this is normally open mic Saturday, but we're not going to take your calls today because we got a jam-packed show. I got to get to the woods right after the show, head to the McCrory Farm out near Whiteville to this is opening day of the, what do you want to call it, black powder, somebody got primitive. It's a muzzleloading season. It's muzzleloading season for the next 2 weeks, right?
Right.
Leads right up to opening day of the deer gun season.
Goes through muzzleloader only up to the day before gun season.
Yeah, up to the day before gun season.
But you can use your muzzleloader on throughout the gun season.
Well, you can use your archery, crossbow all throughout it. But it has gotten warm. The temperature is, this is crazy. I just can't believe it.
I'm still swatting mosquitoes.
Yeah, well, we are, but early in the week we weren't. We had frost. I'm sure you in Lexington had frost, didn't you?
No, we didn't.
Oh,
I'm pretty
on.
sure maybe in the low areas, but at my place.
Frost tax.
Yeah.
Frosty.
I can tell when we have frost. I look out the window and look at my barn out there. All that metal top.
Yeah.
Then having frost.
Wow. That's hard to believe. But anyway, we did in Germantown. I'm sure out in the Raleigh area.
Yeah,
you had some frost.
My banana trees all drooped down.
Yeah, yeah. So heavy frost, and now we're back in the 70s and lows this morning, and it was fairly warm coming to the show.
Yes, it was.
Because 64 was the low this morning. So it's changed all my wardrobe that I will be.
Chance of showers, maybe.
Yeah, but my ground blind, I've got 3 ground blinds, of course. So one in McNairy County and one in.
Did you evict the mice?
Yes, I
Okay.
have. I kept the tarp down on the floor in the one that I'm going to this morning because it kept the ground dry for what little rain we've had.
Right.
But I hope everybody's got all of their bait off if you're muzzle loading this morning. That 10-day rule, a lot of people got confused about that, including me. I thought they had to have all that up 10 days before hunting season, and that would be archery, I thought. But it's the season that you're going to be hunting in.
Right.
Okay.
Where are you going to be hunting?
Yeah. So if you're muzzleloading today over a pile of corn,
You in heaps of
You're a
trouble.
little late.
you're a little late. That's right, and the plane will be flying.
Yeah.
But that does show up in the as you're looking at the ground as you go over it. But now people have feeders that
But,
it's kind of hard to see those.
Yeah. Of course, we had the youth hunt last weekend.
Yep.
And
Young sportsman's hunt.
Yeah, youth hunt.
I didn't say the other
I don't
word.
say juvenile. It's
That-
young
you
sportsman
said it just
or youth.
then.
I,
You just
I
said
was
you-
making a point.
Oh, okay.
well,
Point. Okay.
you know.
I was going to say the J word.
But, there's two. I have a pet peeve in this business.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I don't
Only
use.
one?
I don't use
Just
the
one.
word juvenile,
And another word
and I don't use the word weapon when it comes to sporting firearms.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Do you use the word harvest?
Sometimes, but most time I just say kill. That's
That's
what it is.
right.
We're
Yeah.
killing. You're out there
That's
to
the
kill,
three-word
kill it,
Right
drag
to
it
the
home, and
point.
eat it.
We could spend the whole show
Yeah.
talking about that. It is
But,
not a weapon.
But
It-
the young sportsmen, they had some pretty decent
I
weapons.
saw some pictures,
You know.
and we're going to talk later in the show with
But,
Daniel Stanfield. He's going to kind of update us on that.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it, and we've got teams out at different
today.
processors and different the checking stations, and we're going to talk about that, collecting data.
And we collect data also on open day of gun season. I
Right,
know.
mhm.
I mean, that's normally. But and then we're going to talk to Scott Stengel, who is Stengel Brothers Deer Processing, where I take my deer. And I know the archery season was rather slow for him because we had such warm weather until that.
I can hear that, can you?
I thought that was your heart. The warm weather, so we don't know about the archery, but I think we'll kill some deer today.
I think Daniel's going to have us some numbers he'll be
Okay.
looking at, and
we're going to have some.
and I know this past week we've had a few calls into the regional office, people having problems about checking their deer in,
okay,
on the youth hunt. Well, what it was,
what was it?
they were using, we redid the app,
You redid the app, yeah.
and
So the app is you still hit it, and it's just redone.
well, the operating system, if you have an iPhone,
yes,
it updated automatically.
So
If
my
you
iPhone,
if you had a other phone with a different
a flip phone,
operating system, you had to delete the app,
I did.
go
Okay.
back in,
Okay.
and reload the app.
Okay, go back in and reload the app.
And
So-
then it will be updated.
All right, so I'm looking at the TWRA web right now. I'm clicking on my phone, and now it is. There's the there is the harvest report, and so I click on that. It's real simple, folks. There he is. Start here to log in to create your account. I thought I had an account. We're gonna start over, huh? Okay.
Yeah, you have to probably start over.
I probably do. Yeah, but if I'm existing with a lifetime license, here it says yeah. But just go to it. It's
Yeah, and
it's got
there's
so much information.
Kind of maybe a little confusion on people's. We've changed the check-in procedure. If
I'm looking at it.
you have to get the animal checked in before the end of the calendar day.
For the end of the day,
Now,
not the next day.
not the next day.
Okay.
But there's an exception to that. If you're a non-resident
Yeah.
and you take one that morning, you've got to get him checked in before you leave the state.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You got that. And
Right then.
if I take a deer and I'm going to give it to my brother Darrell over here,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
then I've got to get it checked in before I give it to him.
Oh, okay.
So I can give him the number and everything.
Yeah.
Confirmation number and everything. So all that stuff's found in the hunting guide.
In the hunting guide, which we have
Or on our website.
I have the hunting guide right
Yeah.
here. All the information
You
with a wonderful elk.
www.tnwildlife.org.
And they really kill some big elk, I understand.
They did over there. The elk hunters.
Ooh, I saw that one girl that Richard Sims had posted, a young girl, the last day. really killed an eye sale.
And it surprises me that more people do not put in for that hunt.
I know it.
In
I
West
did.
Tennessee.
And
I
know
did.
from what it's
Yeah.
the cheapest elk hunt you'd ever want to go on.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
I guess they'd rather pay $10,000 to go out west, but
And it,
you know,
yeah. Well,
we've got
we've talked about. We could do a whole show on that.
oh yeah,
too.
we could.
But you do, and you got the waterfowl guide over there.
got the
with
waterfowl guide. It
you. We won't be
it's been out
long
a
for all
while.
you duck hunters
Nope.
and waterfowl hunters.
Here in about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, Saturday and Sunday after. Well, we've really got two. The Saturday and Sunday.
They're not on the same day as the gun season.
No, the Saturday and Sunday before the gun season. Gun
Yeah.
season will open November the 18th.
Right.
Always the Saturday before Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Well, the
Which gets
weekend before
confusing.
that, you got a 2-day reelfoot season, early
Which is
waterfowl.
the old standby that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Then we go through
That's been grandfathered.
opening day of gun season, and then the following Saturday and Sunday after Thanksgiving
Mm-hmm.
is we have a 2-day
Duck season.
duck
Waterfowl
season, and then it closes for 5 days and opens back up and goes what I call late and
Well,
straight.
let me see that book over there because it's pretty cool. I always like to read. I always like to see what's on the cover, and I like this cover. So this is pretty cool. Get your guide. They're out now.
Yeah,
They're out now with your hunting guide.
And if there- you know,
And
all the info's on the website.
yeah, and the sandhill crane hunting. A friend of mine got drawn,
Okay,
and
There was
so
a
he
little-
doesn't know what to do.
there's a little confusion in there when you look at the waterfowl guide.
Okay.
Okay, if you went to the Hiwassee area
Uh-huh.
over there in that
East,
zone
in East Tennessee, back over
and
there.
put in for those, and you got drawed
Uh-huh.
for over there,
Yeah.
well, you got issued 3 tags.
Right.
Okay, so 1 crane per tag.
Yeah.
Okay, if you put in for the statewide drawing, computer,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
you're going to get 1 tag that's good for 1 crane. It's 1 crane per tag.
Oh.
In the book, it's going to say 3 cranes,
But it's one.
but it's 1 per tag.
So my friend in Memphis here
Right.
has got drawn for that state hunt,
Mm-hmm.
and 1 crane
1 crane.
is what he can kill.
Mm-hmm.
And there are cranes in West Tennessee.
Yeah, we have a lot of cranes every year up north, up around Hoppian Refuge on the O'Bine River.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wildlife management area.
Well, this is
Yeah.
a question he wanted me to put on the
Now,
air.
if you've never hunted sandhill crane,
He's never hunted sandhill crane.
he's got his work cut out for him. I've hunted them
You have.
out in the Central Plains and stuff, and they're not easy to hunt.
They're not easy to
You
hunt.
got to find out where they're feeding and just kind of get in between where they're roosting and where they're feeding, and bushwhack them.
And bushwhack them. and the way he finds out information about these things, where to hunt, you just mentioned Hoppian. I've been there before. So he needs to check with the
Right.
TWRA and just see.
I would,
How would you tell him where to locate where he should hunt? I know we're running out of time.
probably the best thing is look on our website or in the waterfowl guide or in the WMA or section of the hunting guide.
Yeah.
Where it lists the WMAs and it'll have the area manager's phone number.
That's what. Yeah.
Is to call and leave a message, and they'll get back.
They
with you.
will, won't
Yeah,
they?
You know,
Yeah.
some people say, "Well, I called him during the day." Well, these guys are out working.
They're
you
out
know.
working.
So they come in
Okay.
late in the afternoon. They check their phone
Okay.
messages.
All right, Rick May, if you're listening to that, my good friend, he put in and he got drawn. So I guess they taste like chicken. So, I don't know. All right, let's take a break. Outdoors with Larry Ray is here today on this November the 4th, and we're going to the White River to see what trout fishing's about. We'll be right back.
You can find out